Chosen One, I need you to understand this without hesitation. It is happening faster than you expected because I have accelerated the timeline. What you thought would take years, I have already set into motion for fulfillment now. Do not question the speed. The quickening is not chaos, it is confirmation. I'm not just working around you, I'm working through you. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, they were never cancellations, only divine recalibrations. And now the final step stands before you, not in the future, but in this very moment. The earth is shifting under your feet because your destiny has caught up with you. This is not something coming, it's something that has arrived. You are feeling the pressure because the final push is always the heaviest. It's not warfare for the sake of suffering, it's pressure before birthing. I did not bring you this far to leave you in labor. I brought you to this threshold to crown you. Every shaking you've felt lately, internally and externally, is not a warning of destruction but a signal of emergence. The enemy knows it. Heaven has already announced it. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time with my divine hour. Even if your mind can't make sense of it yet, your spirit already knows the truth. This is the moment everything changes. You are not mistaken for feeling like everything is converging at once. I'm collapsing timelines to bring you into alignment. The sudden opportunities, the unexpected breakthroughs, the reappearing connections, they are not coincidences. I orchestrated them before you knew what to pray for. There are no random pieces. Everything you've experienced has been an intentional puzzle forming a divine picture. I allowed the silence to sharpen your hearing. I allowed the waiting to deepen your trust. And now I've opened the gate, and I'm calling you forward into completion. The final step is not earned. It's received by the one who has endured. You have endured, Chosen One. You have held on when quitting would have been easier. You have trusted when logic failed. You have believed when evidence disappeared. That endurance is not forgotten, it is rewarded. I am not just releasing a blessing, I'm releasing a final instruction that will unlock the next realm of your life. Obey quickly. Move without fear. Step when I say step, even if the ground looks unfamiliar. The pace has changed because the season has shifted, and the window is brief. Your obedience in this hour will determine the momentum of the years ahead. This is the time for swift agreement with my voice. Every delay you endured was under my command, and now every door that opens will be under my authority. Don't look back trying to make sense of what didn't work. What's behind you no longer has access to where I'm taking you. I shut those doors to protect what I was growing in you. Your identity is not in what you lost. It's in what you carried through it all. You carried faith when everything tried to rob it from you. You carried fire when the world offered you numbness. You carried me when others walked away. And now I will carry you into fulfillment. There will be those who question how quickly things begin to move for you. Let them question. I have waited long enough to elevate you, and I will not delay it because others are uncomfortable. I'm not consulting their timeline, I'm fulfilling mine. The blessings I'm about to pour out are not gradual. They are sudden shifts, sudden clarity, sudden provision. The acceleration is not random, it's righteous. You have been faithful in the slow season, and now I will show you what happens when faith meets fulfillment. Stand firm, but stay ready. I'm moving quickly, and you must move with me. The final step is not about striving, it's about surrender. It will not be accessed by force, but by alignment. This is not the time to hustle, it is the time to heed. I've already cleared the path, but your steps must follow my voice. Trust the instruction, even if it challenges your understanding. Trust the path, even if it's different than what you planned. My ways are not your ways, and that's why they work. You've been praying for the end of struggle. This is it. You've been asking for the turning point. It's here. But the key is not in doing more. It's in doing exactly what I said. You've asked me when it would finally happen. I'm telling you now, not in theory. Not someday. Now. The pace is my confirmation. The shift is my signature. And the speed is not to stress you, it's to deliver you. I'm not rushing you, I'm rescuing you from the cycles that tried to bind you for years. The wilderness was real, but so is the promised land. This is your crossing moment. Get your feet ready. The waters are parting. And the step I'm calling you to take it boldly. For I, the Lord your God, am already waiting for you on the other side. Chosen One, I need you to release the idea that this acceleration is risky. It's not. It's righteous. You've been conditioned to expect delay, so sudden movement feels unsafe. But this is not instability. This is divine completion. When I speed things up, I do it because the enemy can no longer delay what I have decreed. There comes a point where I say enough, and that's what I've spoken over your situation. Enough delay, enough cycles, enough waiting. Now is the hour of action, and the heavens are backing every step you take in faith. You are not stepping into something fragile. You're stepping into something fortified. I have already walked ahead of you and secured every detail. What looks sudden to others was already settled in heaven. That's why the doors are opening quickly, and the answers are arriving fast, because you are walking in what was prophesied before you were born. This isn't new to me. This is fulfillment. You're not catching up. You're stepping in. What feels fast to your emotions is perfectly timed in the spirit. You're not behind and you're not unprepared. You are precisely where I want you to be. I've prepared you in private for this public release. That's why the isolation was so intense. That's why the training felt relentless. I wasn't punishing you, I was protecting the process. Every season of obscurity was part of my divine protection plan. You weren't being forgotten, you were being forged. And now, what I've been shaping in secret, I will reveal in glory. You are my hidden weapon, unseen by the enemy but fully equipped by heaven. The moment of unveiling has come, and it will not be subtle. When I release a chosen one, I do it with power. Don't let the pace intimidate you. Let it inspire you. I am the one accelerating the path, but I am also giving you supernatural strength to keep up. What overwhelmed you before will now feel weightless. What felt impossible last year will feel natural now, because I've not only changed the timing, I've changed you. You are no longer who you were when the promise first came. You've matured, you've been purified, and you've been positioned. So don't second-guess the new momentum. Receive it as your long-awaited reward. Let's lock this in. Hit like if this is speaking to you, subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Drop 55 in the comments. That's the code for covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. You are not stepping into a guess, you're stepping into a guarantee. I do not call someone chosen and then abandon them mid-process. I finish what I start. I complete what I design. You were never meant to wander forever. This final step is the shift from survival to possession. You are crossing over. You are not just coming out of something. You are going into something. And what you are stepping into is everything I promised and more. The land is ready. The doors are open. The favor is unlocked. Now walk. People will wonder how it all happened so fast for you, but they won't understand the preparation that preceded it. They'll see the promotion, but they won't know the price. That's why I'm telling you now, don't explain, just obey. Don't justify what I've given you, just walk in it. This speed is not favoritism, it's fulfillment. I'm not giving you a shortcut, I'm delivering you into the culmination of a long process that others never saw. Let your obedience be louder than your explanation. Let your steps speak what your words cannot. The path is unfolding faster than your mind can keep up with, but that's by design. I didn't ask you to understand everything. I asked you to trust me. Understanding is not a prerequisite for movement. Agreement is. You're not required to see every step, just the next one. So don't stall trying to get clarity that only comes through movement. Step, then I'll speak again. Obey, then I'll reveal more. That's how this phase works. This is not the season of deep planning. It's the season of deep obedience. You've prayed for this moment, you've cried out for this shift. And now that it's here, don't let fear mimic wisdom. Not every pause is divine. Sometimes, it's disobedience in disguise. When I say move, I mean now. When I say shift, I mean fully. The final step is not optional, it's ordained. Don't dilute it with doubt. Don't delay it with hesitation. You asked me to show up. I have. Now show me your trust. Step, move, obey. For everything I have promised is already waiting, on the other side of your yes. Chosen one, you must understand something vital now. Your next step isn't just about you, it's about everyone connected to your obedience. I've placed people, provisions, and purposes on the other side of your movement. When you hesitate, they wait. When you move, they are released. You are a carrier of breakthrough, The shift you're stepping into will ripple beyond your life. This isn't just about personal blessing, it's about generational impact. I'm not just delivering you, I'm delivering others through you. You are the answer to prayers you've never heard. And this final step unlocks more than you know. You were never meant to live confined by other people's timelines. I've placed eternity in your spirit, and that's why earthly delay feels like torment to you. What others call rushing, I call divine alignment. The discomfort you've felt lately is not confusion, it's spiritual contraction. You are in labor with purpose. You're not running out of time. You're running into it. Everything that looked like a closed door is about to reveal itself as preparation. I wasn't denying you. I was positioning you for a delivery that would not be premature. Now the full term has come. Stop measuring the moment by what it looks like and start measuring it by what I said. My word over your life is the only authority that matters. Not the bank account, not the rejection, not the silence. What I decreed still stands, and nothing in the natural can alter it. I will not allow temporary circumstances to override eternal promises. You are not late. You are not off course. You are precisely aligned with a schedule that heaven keeps. And now I'm making visible what's always been yours in the spirit. This is your revealing. Every battle you've faced has been about this step. That's why it felt heavier recently. The warfare intensified not because you were cursed, but because you were close. The enemy knew something was about to break, and he hoped you would abort the process. But you didn't. You stayed. You fought. You endured. And now heaven has ruled in your favor. The resistance is confirmation. The attack was the proof. And now comes the reversal. What was withheld will now be released. What was blocked will now burst open. You're not entering victory, you're bringing it with you. You've been prepared for this in ways you didn't even realize. That moment of pain, it built your discernment. That season of silence, it sharpened your hearing. That disappointment, it developed your dependence on me. I've used it all. Nothing was wasted. And now every piece fits into place as you step forward. You're not weak, you're weaponized, you're not empty, you're equipped, you're not searching, you're stepping. And as you do, you'll see how divinely precise my process has been. The final step isn't random. It's the result of everything I've been doing in you all along. Chosen one, listen closely. The feeling of acceleration is not meant to scare you. It's meant to signal that the resistance is over. You're no longer being held back. You're no longer being tested, you're being trusted. I trust you with fulfillment. I trust you with the influence. I trust you with the resources. That's why I'm releasing it all at once. Because your character has been proven, and your posture has remained surrendered. Don't downplay what's coming. It's big because you're ready. It's fast because it's time. It's final because nothing else is needed. This is it. Don't be surprised when confirmation floods your life in the coming days. Emails, calls, conversations, they'll all point to the same thing. Move now. I'm not sending random signs. I'm sending reinforcements. I've already activated people and opportunities on your behalf. You don't have to strive to find them. They're already moving toward you. Favor will chase you because it's on assignment. Provision will overtake you because it's attached to your purpose. Stop looking. Start walking. The more you move, the more you'll see what I've already set in place. I'm not about to start. I've already finished it. You are standing at the edge of manifestation. Everything I've spoken is about to take shape. Don't blink now. Don't retreat now. Don't reason yourself out of the moment you've been crying for. Your spirit already knows what your mind is just starting to catch up with. This is the appointed time. You've waited, you've wept, you've warred, and now you will walk. The final step is not a test of ability. It's a test of trust. Do you trust me enough to move when I say move? Do you trust me enough to step when the ground hasn't fully appeared? If you do, you'll see what I've been preparing all along. Chosen one. Don't let the unfamiliar pace fool you. This is not a mistake. It's a manifestation. What feels overwhelming is only so because it's unfamiliar, not unsafe. You've asked me for miracles, and now that they're showing up faster than expected, your mind is scrambling to catch up. But your spirit knows this rhythm because I wrote it into you before you were born. I've trained your spirit in divine timing, even when your mind had no reference. That's why you felt the urgency without understanding it. The time has come, and your obedience is the key that will unlock it all. You don't need to overanalyze the next step. You need to obey it. I didn't call you to figure it all out. I called you to follow me. The reason I've only shown you the next step and not the whole staircase is because you would try to manage the miracle. But this one isn't meant to be managed. It's meant to be walked in full faith. I'm not asking for your understanding. I'm requiring your agreement. You will not have peace through control in this season. You will have peace through surrender. The final step demands trust beyond logic, and that's where the breakthrough lives. There's a reason your discernment is heightened right now. I've sharpened your spirit to recognize me instantly. That's why some rooms now feel wrong. That's why some opportunities no longer fit. You're not regressing, you're evolving. You're no longer operating in survival. You're operating in selection. You can feel what's not aligned before it even reveals itself. This is a gift, not a burden. You're not too sensitive. You're spiritually calibrated. I've made your spirit attuned to movement because I'm moving fast. Pay attention to the nudges. I'm leading you precisely. You've been asking for clarity, and I'm giving it, but not through long explanations. I'm giving it through divine nudges, quick confirmations, and unshakable peace. If it disturbs your peace, it's not me. If it forces striving, it's not me. I'm not blessing manipulation. I'm breathing on obedience. You'll know what's from me because it won't require you to become someone you're not to receive it. My blessings don't need editing. My favor doesn't demand compromise. This next move will match your spirit before it makes sense to your schedule. You've grown too much to go backward, and you've come too far to stay here. There is no more room for indecision. The final step is not something to negotiate. It's something to honor. I've waited for this moment with you, watching, guiding, preparing you for what's about to unfold. The people you once looked to for affirmation won't understand what I'm doing in you now, and that's okay. They weren't meant to. Stop seeking validation from those who haven't seen your process. This move is between you and me, and I'm saying go. This is not just another level, it's the final alignment before manifestation. That's why your spirit feels the weight of it. It's the culmination of every hidden yes, every private sacrifice, every obedient step you took when no one else saw. I saw it all. I counted every tear. I measured every battle. And I'm now matching your obedience with overflow. What's coming isn't just fair, it's divine recompense. You're not just being blessed, you're being vindicated. Everything that was stolen is returning, and it's coming quicker than foretold. You're not chasing favor anymore. Favor is chasing you, because you're aligned, because you're surrendered, because you didn't give up. This season is not about striving for doors. It's about watching them open by my decree. Let go of the hustle. Let go of the striving. Let go of trying to prove your worth. I've already decided. You're worthy. You're ready. You're chosen. And now you're being released. The final step will not require your strength. It will require your agreement. And once you give it, everything will shift in your favor. The pressure is not punishment. It's the final press before release. You're not under attack, you're under alignment. Heaven has already signed off on what you're about to step into. Now you must say yes without delay. Not later. Not after you're more comfortable. Not after you feel ready. Your yes is what activates the supernatural flow I've prepared. You've prayed for the outpour. Now, respond to the instruction. The rain is already falling. Step into it. This is not the rehearsal. This is the moment. Move. Chosen one, this next step will not come with crowd approval. It will come with divine backing. I haven't called you to be popular. I've called you to be positioned. The applause of men fades, but the placement of God endures. Don't confuse noise with confirmation. I'm not in the noise, I'm in the instruction. What I'm telling you to do won't always make sense to those around you, but it will carry my mark. And when something carries my mark, it cannot fail. You are not moving for attention. You are moving under assignment, and I am the one who sent you. Do not expect the final step to look like the previous ones. This one carries a weight of glory you've never known before. That's why the warfare was so intense leading up to this moment. That's why the silence from others became so loud. I was pulling you into solitude so you could hear me clearly. I stripped the noise so you could hear the instruction. I allowed the isolation so you could discover the authority I placed inside of you. You're not stepping forward hoping I'll be with you. You're stepping because I already am. My presence is the provision. You will not need to manufacture the momentum. I've already set it in motion. The people who need to find you will. The opportunities that are assigned to you will reach you. The blessings that belong to you cannot be rerouted. There's no need to hustle, no need to impress. Just align. I don't require performance, I require presence. Your obedience is your offering. And when I find it in purity, I respond with power. The final step is about submission, not strategy. Not how well you plan, but how deeply you trust. Not how hard you push, but how fully you yield. You are about to watch me do what you couldn't force in a lifetime. What didn't move for years will move in days. What seemed locked will swing open without warning. And what felt like a drought will become a downpour. Because when I declare it is time, everything responds. Even creation aligns when I speak. And I have spoken over your life. Move now. So do not hesitate. Don't wait for things to feel easier. Don't wait for opinions to shift. The final step is not dependent on outside confirmation. It's dependent on internal conviction, and I've already placed it in you. There will be signs in your sleep, confirmations in your spirit, divine interruptions throughout your day. I'm making it unmistakably clear because I don't want you to miss this. You've waited long enough. You've prayed long enough. You've endured long enough. Now you must move quickly, because what I'm doing is not just about you. It's about legacy. It's about generations you can't yet see. It's about territories you didn't know were assigned to you. This is not just movement, it's multiplication, and it begins the moment you obey. The people who once overlooked you will begin to notice the shift, but by then you'll be too focused on obedience to care. Their attention is not your assignment. Their understanding is not your requirement. I didn't hide you to hurt you. I hid you to heal you. And now that your healing is complete, I'm releasing you into visibility with authority. You will not rise with noise, you will rise with clarity. You will not rise with approval, you will rise with anointing. The kind that cannot be ignored, the kind that carries weight, the kind that shifts rooms. Chosen one, you've stepped into a prophetic pivot. What would have taken another 5 years, I'm doing in 5 weeks, because time submits to me. And when I declare acceleration, everything bends to my timeline. Stop preparing for gradual change. Prepare for sudden transformation. The kind that leaves even your enemies speechless. The kind that redefines your reputation. The kind that puts my glory on full display. You've waited for the moment. Now the moment is waiting for your yes. And when you give it, it won't be small. It'll be a flood. You are not just entering a new season, you are entering divine execution. This is the hour where what I whispered begins to manifest. You're not hearing wrong. You're not being too ambitious. You're not overreaching. You're responding to the divine pull that I placed inside of you. And as you step, watch how heaven rushes to meet you. Angels are already on assignment. Resources are already in transit. Favor is already positioned. All I need now is your obedience. Move when I say move, and I say now. Chosen one, let me be clear. This is not the season to consult fear. This is the season to confront it. I've given you every tool, every insight, every instruction you need to proceed, but fear is trying to masquerade as wisdom. Don't fall for the lie. Fear will always sound logical, but it is never spiritual. I have not given you the spirit of fear, and I will never confirm fear-based decisions. You're not being cautious, you're being called. You're not supposed to pause, you're supposed to proceed. What you fear is no match for the favor I've already released. I did not equip you to play small in the moment I designed for you to rise. You've trained long enough, you've prepared long enough. This is the moment where you shift from preparation to performance. Not performance for people, but execution of my will. I didn't bring you through fire to watch you hide in the ashes. I didn't walk with you through wilderness just to leave you before the promise. This is what we've been building for. All of heaven is watching. All of creation is groaning. The time has come, and you must not hesitate again. Your hesitation does not humble you. It hinders you. I'm not calling you to pretend you're ready. I'm calling you to trust that I am. You've been leaning on your understanding long enough, and it's exhausted you. Lean on me now. The final step will not make sense to your logic. It's not supposed to. Because what I'm releasing is supernatural. And the supernatural is never unlocked through intellectual strategy. It's accessed through obedient surrender. What I've placed in your hands is holy. And it must be handled through trust, not calculation. There are people who still view you through the lens of who you used to be, but I'm not consulting their memory. I'm fulfilling your mandate. They don't get to define this season. I do. They didn't call you, so they don't get to cancel you. And while they debate your worth, I am delivering your promise. I do not need a vote to bless you. I do not need consensus to anoint you. What I've declared over your life is sealed, and no opinion can alter it. This final step will silence every critic without you having to speak a word. The next few days will carry a divine intensity. Pay attention. I'm shortening the distance between instruction and manifestation. You'll pray and see it. You'll ask and watch it arrive. You'll obey and watch things fall into place. Don't delay your movement because of unfamiliarity. Everything about this season is new because I'm doing a new thing. This is not a repeat, it's a reset. It's not a cycle, it's a crossing. And if you'll move in faith, you'll watch barriers break and borders expand. You were not made for limitations, you were made for legacy. Chosen one, the weight of what you're about to carry requires a new posture. You cannot step into the promise with the posture of a prisoner. Shame is not allowed in this season. Guilt has no authority here. You are not who you were in the last chapter. You are free. You are clean. You are mine. This step requires confidence, not arrogance but holy certainty. Confidence that comes from knowing who sent you. Walk boldly. Walk freely. Walk knowing that no accusation from the past can disqualify what I've anointed in the present. Don't be surprised when people you thought would walk with you begin to fall away. This is not betrayal. It's divine editing. I'm removing what cannot go with you, not as punishment, but as protection. This step is too critical for divided loyalties. I'm exposing the leeches and revealing the lions. And while it may sting, it will save you. The right people will emerge at the right time, and you won't have to force it. Let me handle the sorting. You just keep moving. What I build through you will require unity, not confusion. You've cried long enough about what didn't happen. You've grieved long enough about the missed moments. Now it's time to rise. Not gradually, suddenly. Not with reluctance, but with resolve. What I'm releasing over your life now doesn't need a second opinion. It only needs your yes. So take the step, chosen one. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now the window is open. The oil is flowing, the favor is activated, and my voice is saying again, step. Chosen one, this final step is going to stretch your obedience beyond what you're comfortable with. But that's the point. I'm not preparing you for a life of ease. I'm aligning you with a life of impact. Your comfort zone is not your covenant. I never promised you a safe path. I promised you a secured one. There is a difference. I am not calling you into what's predictable. I'm pulling you into what's prophetic, and that means you won't always know the how, but you will always carry the who. I am with you, and that is your guarantee. There will be moments where you'll want to shrink back, moments where your emotions scream louder than my promises. But listen, emotion is not your authority. My word is. You are not governed by how you feel. You are governed by what I've spoken. And what I've spoken over you cannot be revoked, not by man, not by mistake, not by fear. The final step is where many stop short because they think discomfort is a red flag. It's not. It's a signal that you're crossing into unfamiliar glory. Don't retreat. Don't reduce. Rise. Your environment may still look the same, but everything has shifted in the spirit. That's why you feel the tension. The room hasn't changed, but your role has. I've promoted you in realms that haven't caught up yet, but they will. The doors will respond. The favor will follow, the atmosphere will shift, because your spirit has already moved ahead. I've already lifted you in ways your eyes haven't seen yet. So stop waiting for the external to catch up. Walk as if it's already done, because in heaven it is. You're about to see the kind of acceleration that humbles every doubter. What was slow will become sudden. What was hard will become easy. What was distant will show up on your doorstep. I'm not moving according to man's calendar. I'm moving by my own. And I've marked this time for manifestation. Don't worry about what it looks like. Trust what I've said. Because the word I've given you is more real than the obstacles in front of you. This is the hour where your obedience becomes your greatest weapon. Move and watch what falls into place. Let's seal this moment. If this is stirring something in your spirit, like the video, subscribe right now so you stay in the flow of this prophetic guidance, and type 55 in the comments, your covenant code for divine alignment and new beginnings. You are stepping into the season where strategy is less important than surrender. I've gone ahead of you. The plan is already in place, the provision is already released, the alignment is already orchestrated. You're not being asked to figure it out. You're being asked to follow. The weight is not on your shoulders anymore. I'm carrying the heavy things. I just need your feet to move. The blessing is not being delayed, it's being delivered, and it will arrive the moment your yes meets your action. Some things will not unlock until you move. You've prayed, yes, you've fasted, yes. But now it's about action. Not frantic striving, but strategic stepping. One step at a time. Each one will activate the next level. You don't need the full blueprint. You need faith. I'm not testing your knowledge. I'm testing your trust. And as soon as you take the step I've placed before you, you'll see how close you were all along. The finish line is not ahead, it's beneath your feet. You are not in danger, you are in destiny. The urgency you feel is not panic, it's prophetic timing. I'm waking you up to the truth that you are closer than ever before. This is the moment where excuses die and purpose rises. You are not waiting on another sign. You are not lacking confirmation. You are simply at the threshold of obedience. Step, not because you understand, step because you believe. And as you do, I will meet you with favor that cannot be explained and glory that cannot be ignored. Chosen one, now that you've heard my voice, now that you've felt the urgency, there is only one thing left: walk. Not crawl, not question, walk. Walk like the promise is already in your hands. Walk like the victory is already won. Walk like your footsteps are shaking the ground. I didn't bring you this far for hesitation. I brought you here for movement. The wilderness is behind you. The weight is lifting. The waters are parting. This is the appointed time, and it demands your full, unquestioning yes. Every delay up to this moment has been preparation. I held it back not to punish you, but to preserve you. I protected your promise from premature exposure. I kept the oil hidden until the vessel was ready. Now it is, and now I release it all. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your provision is on the move. Your favor is no longer waiting. It's active, and your future is no longer a mystery. It's unfolding. I've gone ahead of you, and I've cleared the path. All I need now is your decision. Not a maybe, not a someday, a now. You are not leaving this moment the same. My spirit has sealed this word inside of you. There is no going back. What you've seen, you cannot unsee. What you've felt, you cannot unfeel. And what you now know, you cannot unknow. I've branded this truth on your heart. The final step is now. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not one of many. You are mine. And when I call mine forward, I don't call them halfway. I call them fully, boldly, completely. So walk, chosen one. This is it. There is no next after this. Only now. Chosen one, the heavens have spoken. The earth is shifting, and you are rising. There will be no more delays, no more doubts, no more circling mountains you were meant to conquer. You've received the word, you've carried the fire. Now carry the fulfillment. The anointing is already on you. The time is already here. The weight is already lifting, and the path is already opening. You're not waiting for the breakthrough anymore. You are the breakthrough. So go, walk, move, now.